What's up, everybody? Another day of push and record and talking to y'all. And today we're talking about how to get rich without making more money. You see, you don't need to make more, you just need to spend less. And I think it's the simple math to freedom. It's the freedom math. And we're going to talk about that. There's this thing called the gap. And the gap is your income minus expenses. And the wealthy have a large, wide gap. And people that don't know how to keep their money and all that stuff have small gaps. And they fill in their gaps with things they don't need, like new clothes, new cars, lifestyle creep, all that stuff. And your goal is to actually widen your gap. You want to be making more money and spending less. And the more you can widen that, the better it is. You want a big gap. And one of the things you're going to do is start thinking about your money like workers. Every dollar you spend, if you start thinking about like every dollar being somebody that can work for you while you sleep, it's going to really change your whole mindset about investing. Anytime I get money, I'm constantly trying to think of like, where can I put that to be making more? It's so incredible to watch your brokerage account grow and grow. Especially, I'm talking about like after like 4 or 5 years. If you guys start now, 4 or 5 years from now, you might be in a position I'm in where you're just watching all your investments really compound and do some crazy stuff right now. And that's what I'm trying to get you to do, is to start thinking, at your foundation level, where you know your goals. You're not moving the goal post. Like, say you're like, I want to make $100,000. Like, that's your goal. And you're very focused on that, and you just have a plan to get there. You're not distracted. So I think when you start thinking about trying to get raises and stuff, a lot of people be spending that money before they even get it. You got to stop spending like you already got the raise. Because when people get raises, most of the time they just raise their rent or raise like how much they have to pay each month for things. And it's like, that's not the goal. When you get more money, you stay the same. And you continuously try to look at places where you can cut, like subscriptions to like Netflix or Amazon Prime or Spotify. All these things, like, I get it. I pay subscriptions to Spotify. I like having music all the time. I pay subscriptions to Amazon Prime because I like stuff delivered to my door, and I get movies. I like paying for my subscription for YouTube because I don't like ads on that. I like paying a subscription to ChatGPT because I don't want no limits on that. But the second I need to start spending money, or I need to start saving money, those are going to be the first things that go for me. Because I don't need them. Like, ChatGPT is free. You just get a limit on it, and I don't know why I pay for it. I just find value in it when I use it all the time. Maybe it's like, if I don't want to spend the money on YouTube, I probably would watch less YouTube. But these are all things you got to identify in your own life, because you got to widen your gap. Even my fiance, she's like, she's like used to serve and, be a waitress and stuff like that. And just for extra money, after the wedding, just trying to recoup and stuff, she's like, should I pick up like extra shifts? Like last night we were talking about it, and I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, of course, extra money is always dope. But like, do you think there's areas where you could be saving more? And immediately she was like, yeah, there's probably places I could probably spend less. Because think about it. You're going to give up your weekends to work more money, and you could just be solving the issue by spending less and having your own actual time. I'd prefer to like maybe not be buying all these things that really don't matter, whether it's food or whatever it is, than to try to waste more time making more money. You kind of have to weigh those options out for yourself. But what I'm trying to get to here is like, start by trying to like spend less. And then any extra money you get, when you start thinking about it being something that can be working in the background for you, I keep coming back to my $20 a week VOO investment I started almost like 2 months ago, and it's up like $7. But I got that first dividend reinvestment. It was like 50 cents. But I love that because I know that 50 cents will grow to like $1 and then $2. And then eventually it's $5. The more money I keep investing over time, and I'm in at a great price because I'm always buying, and I got the average price I'm looking for VOO, that eventually that's going to be like, I'm going to look at that, it's going to be $2,000, and then it's going to be $5,000 and then $10,000 and then $20,000. Like, this is exciting stuff, man. And that's money that like could have been a coffee every day, or lunch, buying out lunch every other day or something. I'm just using that money, and I'm patient. None of this money is going to happen overnight. We get rewarded for our patience when it comes to investing with our money. And I'm not talking about like trying to find shortcuts. I'm not talking about crypto or anything today. I'm talking about just steadily investing in the S&P 500, the stock market, and seeing how that helps you out. And you'll be making more money over time and saving money. It's awesome. Don't go into like the speculative stuff, but I'm telling you, start with like the $5 a day. Shit, if it's like $5 a week, because you have to get used to that paying yourself first. It's so important. Sometimes I forget, but like you figure out new ways to automate your stuff so it goes in. I love the bucket stuff that's happening with like Ally and my SoFi account. Each of those accounts have these buckets, and every time a deposit goes in, it just distributes automatically to like a house fund, a baby fund, an emergency fund, a fund, like all these things that we can, and we don't even touch it really. It just continues to grow, but we have it there. It's so nice. And I just wanted to let you guys know that this is kind of the way you got to start thinking. Like, more money is great, but the more money people usually make, the more they end up spending. So if you don't get your foundation right, where you know your gap, you know how much is coming in, you know how much is going out, and you're just widening that gap. You're trying to figure out ways to make more money. You're trying to figure out ways to spend less money, stuff that's unnecessary, and just like, you know, that's the way wealthy people stay wealthy. You know, wealth isn't in what you have, it's in what you don't see, actually. That's why I recommend that Psychology of Money book that's down below in the description, because it just breaks down like money for me. And it will for you too, if you're like struggling and you're like, damn, like how am I supposed to be making more of this money and all this stuff? And you're just kind of like, I don't want to be doing it like this anymore. Well, let's start with how much you're spending and what you're spending it on, because I bet you, if you really like look at what you're doing, there's probably areas that you're spending too much and stuff. And I just recommend that you change that up. So that's pretty much all I got for this one. If you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. You're the best. This is who I do it for, you. Leave a comment. Let me know you made it this far in the video. And then also let me know what you think. Like, I don't make a lot of money either, but I know how to invest my money. And I think a lot of people could benefit from this. So let me know if you're into it or what your thoughts are. And yeah, my name is Sai. I'm an actor, creative director, and daily YouTuber, and I help creatives like yourself take what you love and turn it into something real and build a life that actually works. So if you like this video, smash that thumbs up button, hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time I drop a new video. And please subscribe. It's free. It really helps out the channel. It helps me out. And you can always unsubscribe whenever you want. So I'd really appreciate it. Just hit that subscribe button right there. And check out my description. I got my school community, Creative Momentum. It's free. I'm looking for another member to join me in my community and just like take over the world with me. That's all I'm asking for, is just somebody to join. And we just keep growing. So, and also check out the description for those books I was telling you all about. Hit those up if you're trying to grow. They help me out so much. And YouTube is popping up these videos on your screen suggesting you're going to really like them, and I know you will. All right, guys. You're not behind. You're just getting started. So let's build this life on purpose. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.